I just woke up from a dream that featured a lengthy political debate with my subconscious, and I want to be clear about where I stood in 2008. I supported Clinton over Obama in 2008. The reason was that I correctly calculated that Clinton was to the left of Obama on a couple of things, and interchangeable on the rest. But there was one major issue that led me to support Clinton over Obama, and it was healthcare. Obama made it very clear that he opposed single-payer, even if he flopped on a public option. At the time, Hillary was suggesting that she supported single-payer. With all the concern about Hillary's trustworthiness aside, Obama was blatantly presenting himself as a market fundamentalist. That was consistent across a number of things. He was very much a pro-market candidate. It was the underlying theme in his campaign. Market this and market that. So Hillary just seemed like the better choice to abolish a market-based system, which is what I wanted, and which is what is in the self-interest of Canada. So that was the single dominant issue. I thought she would be better on healthcare. And despite all the flip-flopping on Hillary's side, Obama's healthcare plan is exactly what I didn't support, meaning she could have only been better on the issue. But I want to be clear that this was also a lesser evil calculation. I never wholeheartedly supported Clinton the way I'm supporting Sanders. It was always, well, they're both horrible, but she's a little better. The typical left liberal approach to Democratic Party politics, right? So I'm well outside the Democratic Party. Right? Always have been, always will be, and it's a big problem with the Democratic Party is that there are millions and millions of people that are outside of this party and that are disenfranchised, and that are constantly looking at the Democratic Party and trying to pick, what's the least worst option. Okay, that's what makes Sanders different. Is that for the first time in my lifetime, it's not a what is the least worst option calculation. It's actually active support for a candidate. I've never seen that before. Okay? But I've identified some other issues in the current election that matter to me as a Canadian. So what did I think in 2008? Yeah, I've got to change that. Okay. So what did I think in 2008? Okay. Foreign policy is big. It's a huge reason I'm pushing for Sanders. In 2008, I decided they were both neocon interventionists and that they would not differ in any substantial way on foreign policy. I did not fall for the hype on Obama. I understood that he was not opposed to the invasion of Iraq on principle like Sanders was, but simply because he thought it was a poor tactical decision. I heard him loud and clear when he stated repeatedly that he'd have rather blown Afghanistan into a crater if he had the chance. So I saw them both as imperialist, interventionist, pro-war candidates. I did not see any reason to support Obama on this file, and he went and then made her Secretary of State. So I hardly think I analyzed this poorly. Trade. I saw them as interchangeable on trade as well, and what Obama has left us with is the TPP, which is exactly what Clinton would have left us with. And so I can run through this list and you'll see that commonality. What I saw was a two-headed monster with a slightly different healthcare policy. It's very different than what I'm seeing today. Sanders is a real choice for some change, even if it's not as extreme as some would like to exaggerate it. Obama never was. Never was. And if you were fully informed, you knew that the whole time.